Hello everybody, this is Nate over at Bullion RV in Duluth, Minnesota. Got another video for you today outside on a brand new 26 Winnebago Thrive 18 FBS. Stats are going to pop up at the beginning of the video, so feel free to pause and get a little bit more information. We'll take you around the outside, get you on the inside, show you some cool features. Let me know what you think of this new Thrive in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. So once again, this is the 18 FBS. So looking at the front cap, you can see you have the large lights running up the side here so people can see at the campsite at night. You got this nice gloss black, almost like an automotive style front windshield, kind of tinted glass so you can view the campfire, things like that. But moving on forward, so you'll have two 20-pound propane tanks. And one thing I like to note, as you'll see, old trusty jump box out here today, you'll have your spot for your battery up top here or up front, but you're also going to have your battery disconnect outside. So one thing to keep in mind, power tongue jack. Moving on down. So this is a smaller double axle unit. So you will have your smaller slide there to open up that living room, but more on that once we get on the inside. Looking at the large amount of pass-through storage. We'll have our hot water heater. User area, you'll have your hot water heater off to the side. Coming on down, again, nice black Winnebago logo, nice Thrive logo. Two large windows to let in that natural light. Black tank flush, wastewater holding tank, sewage holding tank down at the bottom. And we'll get a look at those wheels and tires. Perfect. Moving around to the back. So again, Winnebago logo, ladder to get up on that roof to clean out that slide, any debris. You'll have a backup camera prep system. So this doesn't have the backup camera on it, but it's prepped for one. So it'll make parking this Thrive a lot easier. But towards the back here, you'll see your satellite hookup, your city water connection, outdoor shower and furnace. And then of course, you'll have your 30 amp service plug-in. Moving on down, you'll have your hitch from the factory. Maximum load capacity is 250 pounds. And you'll see when we move around, obviously this bullet's a little bit close in the way here, but I actually have the awning out today, so it's not too windy. So you'll actually have a white awning. So it's not black, it's just white as a snowflake. So moving on over to this side, so you'll have your power jacks here, and then you'll also have your JBL sound system for the outside to really bump some tunes at the campsite here, but tongue-tied, don't go too crazy. Other side of the pass-through storage here, off to the right, you'll have your solar charge controller for the solar on the roof. But a nice place to sleep if you don't want to deal with anybody. Moving on to the inside. So one thing I like to mention is you actually have the new steps, and like the Keystone Cougars are starting to do something very similar to this as well. I actually had an experience not too long ago where, you know, those solid steps, you kind of have that sandpaper film over the top of the step there, but it's still wet in the back over there for, you know, slush or rain, and I slipped right through. But these make it a lot easier. So we'll get a look at that LED light strip down below the awning before we jump on in. There's the controls for the JBL sound system along with Bluetooth and some volume controls. And you'll have your slide and awning controls over here as well as your lights. Everything in one convenient location. So this is a smaller unit, so once we're actually standing in it, this is a perfect couples coach. Large bed. Here's that slide that I was talking about here to really open up that living room. But I'll kind of start my way from the back over here and work my way towards the bedroom area. So you have a large amount of storage with the pull-out drawers. We'll get a look at the fridge and the freezer, and these are soft close drawers over here too. We'll get a look at the freezer as I almost push that right into my head. Looking at the bathroom, so again, smaller unit, but you actually have a decent amount of space in here. You'll have a little hook here for your towels or washcloths, small little sink station, decent sized medicine cabinet. Again, soft closed drawers, but I'm 6'1", so nice skylight up here so I'm not bonking my head or anything like that. And then I'll just keep standing in the shower to open up these drawers here. Decent amount of storage there for cleaning products and toilet paper, all the fun stuff. Moving on out, we'll get a look at the 3-burner cooktop along with the oven so you can throw in your pizza rolls. And then we'll have our fuse panel down below. There's our microwave. And if you really think about it, you actually have a decent amount of counter space for your kitchen area here. And a decent amount of storage down below for, again, cleaning products, all the fun stuff. Tons of room in here for plates, cups, bowls. And your silverware. Pop that out so we can see how much we're working with. Double trash can. Then you'll see you have your smart TV. We'll see that TCL TV in a second here, but you have everything on the remote here for you. AC is going to be right up above my head, and then you do have your jackknife sofa with 2 little trays over here, so if you are having a small meal or a sweet little TV dinner, those are perfect for that. Lots of device charging outlets through this unit as well, so that's just one of them over here, but more once we angle towards the bedroom. Storage up above. And all of this is just one solid piece here. So we'll close that. And then, so this one, you don't have the door. So like I said, perfect couples coach. You just have the curtain here. But again, 2 people, it's perfect. Looking at the windows in the back here, like I said, lots of natural light. Exit window off to my left. Smoke detector up above my head. And then we'll get a look at that smart TCL TV there, which we saw all the fun stuff on the remote there. So looking at the storage underneath the bed, so if you want to put a duffel bag, a suitcase, a backpack, you can definitely do that. So if we're looking in between the little side areas of the bed there, you'll see plenty of device charging outlets like I was just mentioning. And then you'll have some reading lights up above. So not black shades, you'll have the white shades here too. Storage there. And again, you can see, I don't know if the camera can pick it up a lot, but you'll have 2 different colored lights there. And then tons of storage up above here. So coming around to the other side. And again, if you don't need too much of a camper, this is perfect. If you're going to take it out for the weekends, 3-4 days a week, or even 3 days a week, maybe even 2 days a week, this is a great unit. The Thrives have been doing really well at Bullion RV, so wanted to get this video out right away for everybody. My name's Nate over at Bullion RV. All of my contact information is going to be in the description box down below. Feel free to call me, email me, text me. I'm happy to help answer any questions. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next one.